In the early 20th century, the Canadian Pacific Railway played a pivotal role in shaping the settlement of Western Canada. Beyond constructing rail lines, the CPR was instrumental in surveying vast tracts of land along the rail. For the most part, they would determine the placement of towns, influencing their layouts, even naming the streets. This comprehensive approach aimed to facilitate efficient transportation, promote agricultural development, and encourage immigration to the prairies. One such town influenced by the CPR's expansion was Cairns, located in east-central Alberta. In 1907, as part of its efforts to extend rail service, the CPR surveyed a new line through this region. Now, understanding the strategic value of placing settlements along their routes, the railway company laid out the town site of Cairns. Situated approximately midway between Hardisty and Wilkie, the town was envisioned to become a significant hub in the area, serving the surrounding agricultural communities. I can't say for sure if this is how town was actually laid out or if this was just the proposed plan. I would also like to highlight where the train station was placed. Again, did this become the actual location or just the proposed location? Okay, there's Cairns up ahead, and looking around here and comparing this area to the drawings, I'd say this is likely the spot where the station was placed. It's a little flatter. We're up ahead there. You can see where the grade's a little steeper. Now, I'm not sure where the grain elevator would have been located. This area too is suitable for that. If anybody knows, please leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. I also came across this different layout of the town, similar to the one proposed by the CPR, but noticeably different in a few key ways. I can't say for certain which one of the two was actually used in the planning of Cairns. Early settlers like Ole Hansen and Anton Fossen had already claimed land nearby. They and others, including pioneers from Europe and the United States, watched with excitement as tracks were laid near their homesteads. By 1909, the rail grade was under construction, with teams of horses and mules pulling heavy scrapers. Mules were used on the steepest grades, where horses refused to go. An enormous grader powered by 36 horses leveled the prairie, making way for the tracks. Local settlers also found work on the railroad, from providing homemade bread to digging water wells ahead of the line, and supplying and maintaining livestock, which supported the workforce. In 1910, the arrival of the train service changed everything. Before then, supplies had to be hauled in by wagon from Hardisty or North Battleford, a long and difficult journey. But when tracks reached Cairns, the place began to thrive. That same year, J.J. Roderick and his wife, newcomers from Wales, built a general store and a post office. It quickly became the heart of the hamlet. On Saturdays, folks would gather there to shop, catch up, and share the news. Cairns was a flag station, meaning trains only stopped when signaled. To board, you'd have to wave a lantern or leave one lit on the platform. Mail delivery was hit and miss. A bar on the passing train would snatch the outbound mail bag, while inbound bags were tossed off, sometimes landing nowhere near their target. Mr. Roderick would collect the mail bags and carry them up the hill to the store. The community no doubt appreciated him. When newcomers would arrive, he'd hitch up his buggy to his trusted black team, Sally and Saul. He'd take them across the prairie to explore and look over land that they might want to purchase. It was people like this in the community that helped Cairns thrive. As the hamlet grew, a section house was added for the railway workers, along with a church hall and a small restaurant. The grain elevator became a hub, drawing harvests from farms up to 20 miles away. When the Burtons took over the store, their children, along with others from nearby homesteads, made the daily trek to the clansmen's school, either by foot or by wagon. It was a common sight to see the Stewart girls driving their Democrat wagon, often packed with kids, so many in fact that it wasn't unusual for someone to tumble off the back. In 1923, when the store burned down, the Burtons moved on to Calgary. Shortly after, it was rebuilt, and Len and Miss Roderick stepped in once again, running it until 1929, when they sold it to Harry and Nellie McCaubrey. Not long after that, it changed hands again. Sidney Williams, a lively character known for his slogan, "Pretty good for Cairns." He added a taxi service, an ice cream route, and ran the store until he eventually returned to England. Children were often caught playing near the tracks, flattening pennies on the rails, or pretending to rob trains with cap guns. And on those quiet nights, some would climb the hill just to watch the midnight passenger train roar by, its whistle echoing across the open prairie. During World War I, prairie life changed. Prices rose, labor was scarce, as many young men enlisted. After the war ended in 1918, hopes were high. Unfortunately, things got worse. Falling grain and livestock prices led to hardship. Many farmers who bought equipment on credit lost their land. This led to the creation of farm pools to advocate for fair prices. Soon, binders and threshing machines would arrive, transforming the once quiet fields into something of a spectacle. Stooking was exhausting work, especially in the itchy, bearded barley fields. Threshing crews, sometimes numbering as many as 22 men, would descend on farms with steam engines that belched smoke and made the earth tremble beneath their wheels. These large crews needed to be fed constantly, so women cooked tirelessly from sunrise until sunset. Despite all the noise and chaos, a powerful sense of teamwork and community held everyone together. Each May 24th, Victoria Day, Cairns held its annual picnic, the first of the season. Families planned to have a day of fun. They dressed in their best and headed to the grounds. Races, contests, music, and homemade pie filled the day. Baseball games ran late into the day. In the evening, everyone would crowd into the Cairns Hall for a concert lit by gas lamps that were pumped by hand. Those days have faded, carried away by the prairie winds. The sounds of steam engines and threshing crews, children's laughter, and busy Saturday gatherings are all silent. Today, very little remains of this hamlet. The grain elevator has vanished, the railway station relocated, and nearly all the buildings have been dismantled. The empty general store and quiet school hall still linger, standing watch as silent reminders of a community once vibrant with stories, friendships, and dreams, which are now carved into the Canadian prairie. Hey, my name is Mike. Thanks for joining me on this journey today. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.